guys, so it is hashtag 365 days of samples or sample Sunday. I used up a couple of samples this week. Didn't really use as much as I wanted. Again, this was kind of another hectic week for me, just with moving and just life stuff going on. So really didn't work on a lot of them, but I did finish up a couple, so I wanted to give you guys an update. So real quick, the first thing I finished was another product from Malin and Goetz. If you haven't seen my previous, I'll put the playlist down below. I keep track of all of the products that I use up for the year, so I have a running total down there. So just in case you're interested. But this is from Malin and Goetz. It's the Vitamin B5 Body Moisturizer. Looks like that, and I got this from a hotel. This is really nice. I do find that it is a lot more liquidy than like the Bath & Body Works body creams. This is definitely more of a lotion, but it had a nice scent to it. It had kind of like a citrus lime scent, kind of a little bit like Sprite. It does say it's oil-free, residue-free, and I do agree with that. It doesn't say anywhere where the scent is or what the scent is, but it smelled really nice. I think I have another one of these in my collection, but yeah, really like this. If you see this anywhere, I would pick it up and try it. Really good for the summertime, something when you don't really need super hydrating lotion, but need a little something. Continuing on, I used up the Bio Republic. This is the Pomegranate Crush Illuminating Fiber Mask. And I actually used this today, and it is a sheet mask. You put it over your face. It smells great. It smells just like pomegranate. Let's see if I can smell it again. Yeah, it smells just like pomegranate. You put it on your face for about 15-20 minutes. I just came back from going out of town, washed my face, put this on, and it felt so good, and I definitely think it helped brighten my skin. Does say it's paraben free, dermatologist tested, and I really enjoyed this. I'm not 100% sure where you can get this. I assume biorepublic.com like it says, but I wonder if it's at Ulta. If you know if it's at Ulta, any drugstore, let me know down below. I do know it's not sold at Sephora, so. But I did enjoy this product. Great face mask. The last thing I used up was from Sexy Hair. It is the Vibrant Sexy Hair Sulfate Free Color Lock Shampoo, 10-week color vibrancy. So it looks like this. I liked the scent of this. I remember liking the scent of it, but I didn't find it did much of a difference. It may have helped the color in my hair. It was nice. I would pick it up if I was in need of a shampoo and there was a sale, but wasn't a die-hard run out and go get it kind of shampoo, but I was happy to use this. So continuing on, like I said, I didn't really use up much else. I'll show you kind of the things that I did use. One was from Author Mal. It was the Avene Micellar Lotion. And I used this about twice. So you can see that top line was last week. Now I'm down to here, so still working on that. And then I also used the Tarte Drink of H2O Hydrating Boost. Don't know if you can tell the difference from last week, but I am still working on that. The one product that you would I've been using a lot pretty much. This is the Josie Maran Argan Enlightenment Illuminizer. I've used this about 3 or 4 times. I have it on my face now. It is a really gorgeous product. Let me see if I could get a little on my finger for you. So this reminds me kind of like, I use it the same as the Backlight Primer from Becca or my Burberry Glow Luminous Base, but it is more of a gold color. Let's see if I can swatch it. So right there you can see it's the gold, but then when you blend it out, it just gives you a nice sheen. I do have it under my foundation today, and I really enjoy this product. I would totally get a full size of this just because it does have that gold tint, whereas my Burberry Fresh Glow has more of just a nudie champagne. This is really good for when you have a tan and in the summertime. I really enjoy this, and once I'm done with it, I will definitely purchase a full size of this. This in here is 0.06 fluid ounces, and like I said, I've used it about 3 or 4 times on my face, and I still have quite a bit left. You don't need a lot, you just need a good sheer wash all over your face, but I like it. It doesn't break me out, doesn't make my skin really oily, anything like that, so check this out if you haven't already. Then the other ones I'm just going to run through real quick to keep you guys updated with what I have. Didn't touch these, honestly. This is the Khardasian Beauty Black Seed Dry Oil. The Borghese Fango Firma Firming Mud Mask. The Avene Therapy Session Hair Mask. The Bumble Full Potential Hair Preserving Booster Spray. The Hairfinity Gentle Cleanse Shampoo and Balanced Moisture Conditioner. And then the last thing was from Verb. It's the Leave-In Mist, which is in a packet. Weird, I know. So that is 9 items, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 items. So we are going to reach into this big box. If you have been watching me for a while, you know it started to get empty, and then I went shopping and went to Cosmoprof and got a bunch of samples. But let's just dig in here and pick out one item. I'm hoping for a fragrance, so let's dig on the bottom, see if I can find some kind of fragrance, because I don't have a little fragrance anymore. Okay, so I have, this is from Kate Spade, New York. It is the Live Colorfully fragrance. Yep, I hope. Yep. So I'm actually going to spray it on myself now. Smells nice. Wouldn't repurchase, but I will definitely continue to try and wear it this week, see how it sits on my skin, messes with my chemistry, all that kind of stuff, and yeah, I'll let you guys know if I can use it up this week. But yeah, that is my update. Fast, I know, but yeah, I've just been really busy and just totally didn't pay attention to my samples this week. Be sure to stay tuned for more videos, and next week's Sample Sunday, where I'm going to focus in on these products and try and use them up and let you know what I think. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.